A fake proof of payment takes 2 minutes to make, and it can cost you the entire flight. I'm Enzo, director of Jet Academy, CEO and co-owner of Jet, a private jet charter company based in New York and Dubai. I'm also a former Falcon 900 pilot. If you're a future broker starting out or an active broker already on your desk, this one is for you. Let's break it down. During your career as a broker, you will encounter malicious individuals. People whose only goal is to secure a flight without ever paying for it. This is not rare, this is hypothetical. This happens on real desk to real brokers every week. And here's what changed the game in the last couple of years. AI. With current AI tools, anyone can generate a fake proof of payment in 2 minutes. A screenshot of a wire transfer, a bank confirmation email, a payment receipt with a real looking reference number. All of it believable at first glance. All of it completely worthless. I could sit down right now and produce a wire transfer screenshot that would fool most brokers on first look. 2 minutes. That's the reality of 2026. So let me set the golden rule of this entire episode, and I want you to hear it clearly. The only thing you can trust as a broker is money cleared in your bank account, or a valid credit card payment process, or a valid credit card hold confirmed. Those are the only 3 forms of confirmation that exist. A PDF is not a confirmation. A screenshot is not a confirmation. An email from what looks like a bank is not a confirmation. A phone call from someone claiming to be from the client's bank is not a confirmation. Money in your account, card processed, card held, nothing else. Now, how you actually apply this depends on one variable: time. Specifically, how far the flight is. Let me walk you through the 3 timing zones every broker operates in. When the flight is 3 or more days out, you have room. You can accept a standard wire transfer because you have time for it to clear. But here's the discipline. You require the client's fund to be received and cleared at least 72 to 48 hours before departure. Not sent, not in progress. Cleared in your account. Because remember, you need time to pay the operator, and the operator needs time to receive funds before the aircraft positions or takes off. Now, some brokers think they can bypass this constraint by paying the operator with a credit card. Technically, yes, most operators accept it, but every credit card payment carries a processing fees, usually between 3 and 4%. On a large charter, that's thousands of dollars straight out of your margin. You'll be paying to work. That's not a strategy. That's a mistake. The other option some brokers consider is placing a credit card hold with the operator instead of an actual transfer. That works sometimes, but not always. Some operators accept it, others simply don't. They want clear fund, period. And you cannot force an operator to accept a payment method they don't work with. Their rules, their aircraft. So your timeline is not just about you. It's about the operator's payment method, their financial policy, and their standard operating procedure. Your timeline is not the client's timeline. It's the operator's timeline. Learn that early. When the flight is 24 to 48 hours out, the game changes. Standard wire transfers become risky. Your primary tool now becomes credit card payment, or an instant wire transfer with bank capable of same-day processing. If a client insists on a standard wire transfer at that window, you require a credit card hold in addition. Hold amount equals full charter cost. Hold remains active until the wire clears. If the wire clears, you release the hold. If the wire doesn't clear, you charge the hold. That's protection, and it's non-negotiable at this window. When the flight is under 24 hours, the tools narrow further. Credit card payment or an instant wire transfer confirmed, cleared, same day. Nothing else works operationally because operators have their own payment deadlines and they won't release the aircraft on the promise. There is one advanced move in this window worth mentioning, but it comes with a serious warning. Credit card hold plus advancing the operator payment from your own funds, meaning you use your own capital to pay the operator, holding the client's card as a security, and reimburse yourself once the client's wire arrives. This method exists, senior brokers use it, but hear me clearly, only use it if you have a real liquid capital that can absorb the operator payment without financial strain. If the client's wire never arrives and the card hold fails to charge, you are personally on the hook for that operator payment. That's high risk. That's a decision reserved for established clients you've flown before, or transactions where you have very high confidence. For new brokers listening, don't touch this method in your first year. Master the basic first. Now, let me shift to the second half of this, recognizing fraud before it hits you. There are 3 patterns you need to have burned into your brain. The fake proof pattern. Client sends a screenshot of a wire transfer. Client forwards what looks like a bank confirmation confirmation email. Client sends a bank statement showing the payment supposedly sent. Client becomes defensive, sometimes offended when you say the payment has not arrived in your account yet. Remember the golden rule. Every one of those documents can be fabricated. Trust only your actual account balance. The pressure pattern. The payment was sent, your bank must be slow. I've done payments this way before, it always works. Do you not trust me? I need this confirmed right now or the whole deals fall apart. Pressure is one of the most reliable fraud signals in the entire industry. Legitimate clients, real high-value clients, understand payment security. They respect the process. Pressure is designed to make you skip a step, which is exactly the step you should not skip. The unusual structure pattern. I'll pay half now, half before takeoff. My assistant will send it from a different account. Can you invoice a different company than the one booking? I'll pay you extra if you confirm the booking before the payment clears. These structures create confusion. Confusion is the environment fraud operates in. Keep your payment structure simple. Keep it standard. If your client requires something that breaks your normal flow, pause. Ask questions. Take the extra 30 minutes to verify. Here's the mindset shift for the professional broker. Your job is not to trust the client. Your job is not to be suspicious of the client either. Your job is to run a system that doesn't require trust to function. A system where the payment is either confirmed by your bank or is not. A system that removes emotion from the equation. Because the moment you let urgency or excitement or personal rapport override your payment rules, you become the target. The best brokers in this industry are not the ones who close the most flights. They are the ones who never lose a single dollar to fraud over a career of thousands of flights. That's a skill, that's a discipline, and it starts with the rule I just gave you. To wrap this up, money in your bank account is the only real confirmation. Timeline dictates the payment method. Pressure and unusual structures are red flags. And your job as a broker is to build a system, not to make judgment calls in the moment. Master this, and you'll never be part of the fraud statistic of this industry. Miss this, and it will happen to you at some point. And it will hurt. One part I didn't cover today. The exact wording I use with clients to explain the payment process without sounding cold or distrustful. How to make security feel like professionalism, not suspicion. That's a whole video on its own. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you want to go further on the broker side of this business, we run a paid program at Elysium Jet Academy where we break down all of this in depth with the exact scripts, templates, and internal processes we use. Link is in the bio, up to you. That's it for today. I'm Enzo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.